Hey Gemini, how are you doing? This reading is for Gemini for the week of December the 8th to the 14th, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Also a shout out and a thank you for all the ways that you like, share, and subscribe. I couldn't do these readings without all your wonderful support, so thank you so much. I'm so truly grateful. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical gems? What do you need to know? What do you need to see if your highest good? Present time, the Empress. Major Arcana for Taurus, Libra. What's coming towards you? The Hangman. Major Arcana for Pisces. What you are focused on is the Tower. Major Arcana for Scorpio. In your blocked and challenged position is the Page of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And your outcome is the Page of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Okay, Gemini, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have the Empress, and the Empress is about purification, fertility, growth, expansion. This could be something about awareness, and that is a thing of graciousness and beauty. It is also about taking really good care of self, oneself, and it is also a mother or giving birth to something new. And this could be, you know, some kind of situation where you're going through some kind of an awakening, or you're waking up to a purpose, waking up to a calling. I'm also getting waking up to an actual call. It almost feels like you're like, huh, what? Like it might be some kind of situation where, you know, when you're coming into waking up in the morning and you're kind of in that dream state and you're kind of dreaming, but you're aware of the dream. It almost feels like that. Like an awareness, like waking up. There is something about pause, breathe. This is an energy of a new way of thinking or a new way of understanding circumstances, bringing in some kind of a new birth. And this could be business. This could be actual fertility. What is this, Empress? And the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And the Queen of Pentacles is about having the necessary resources to get things done. Queen of Pentacles is also the do-all queen. So there is something about mending, sewing. I'm getting something about suture. This is about an energy of doing something nice for self. Like this is taking really good care of the home, taking really good care of your health. Something about a goal. Working really hard on your finances. So there's something about improvement or improvement with the connection between you and a commitment. And this could be with a mother, but this can also be something of commitment, you in some kind of elevated high ranking position. And then this Hangman, what is this Hangman? And the Six of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. And the Six of Swords is the vision, the expansion of the mind. This is, what do I need to release and let go so that I can go somewhere else? There's something like I want to go. And that could be a bridge to a new connection. This is also about letting go of some kind of rope that has been keeping you stagnant and stuck. There's something about like outgrowing a situation. This is also getting out of choppy waters into more smoother sailings, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, bringing in the light. There's something about this tower, bringing in the light. bringing in some kind of communication or news. And the Five of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Letting go of poverty thinking or feeling less than. There's something about codependency or abandonment issues. Living in a place of scarcity. It's like not being afraid anymore. And that's with the Hangman. The Hangman is like a new perspective and what has been stagnating my growth. What am I so afraid of blowing up? Or what am I so afraid of going towards? This is like relief and release. Release the neediness. I'm also getting something about maybe a situation that left you high and dry or made you feel less than. There's something about having some kind of glow up, but having some kind of resources. So it's like you have the resources, but Page of Swords in my blocked and challenged position is spying, keeping tabs. This can also be somebody watching you have a significant glow up. But that Page of Swords can also be you still triggered by things from the past. So it kind of feels like out with the old, in with the new. Because that Five of Pentacles is low vibe. Blowing up anything that is too small or makes you feel small. It could be working career. But that Page of Swords can also be something about a child. Man-child, woman-child. This is immature communication. The way that we communicate with each other. So something about like mature. I want more mature things. I want things that are more balanced, match my energy. What is this Page of Swords? Page of Swords can also be something about handing in your resignation. And maybe you've been afraid to do this, or there's something about like what you fear is what sets you free. And this could be a fear of like, what if I ask for my boss for a raise and they fire me? That's the scarcity of it. What if you ask your boss for a raise right here and they say yes? This is also something of talking a lot. So this could be a person who talks and talks and talks and talks, or this could be you, but their words and actions don't reflect on what they're doing. So this is my big talker. So this could be a child or somebody who feels left out in the cold by you. And I feel like it's like this tower can signify chaos, drama, and dismantle. It means dismantle some kind of old belief or dismantle anything that is sinking. This is also what's taking your energy. This is an energetic leech or somebody who has scarcity and abandonment that can't stand on their own 2 feet. So what is this Page of Swords in the blocked and challenged position? And the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Queen of Wands is a thing of beauty. This is the most desired queen. There's also something about physical. Something about like physically active. And that Queen of Wands in the upright is somebody who is a go-getter, an action taker, a warrior. It speaks of sensuality, sexuality, something solar. So something to do with energy, the energy exchange. And with the Queen of Wands in the blocked and challenged position is somebody who is angry, enraged, pissed off, has a hard time communicating. Because Queen of Wands is same thing with the King of Wands. It's the action card. So taking action on something that you want, dream of, desire. And this is a lot of feminine energy. So there's something about like receptive. It's like lean back, relax. But there's something about like needing to take that action. But it might not be you, the one that needs to take the action. Queen of Wands in the blocked and challenged position is like a loss of passion, a loss of attraction, a loss of desire. This is also somebody who is an attention seeker. Somebody who thrives on attention. So then they play the victim, but really they're the villain. So playing the villain of like, oh, I'm so ugly. And then someone goes, oh, you're not ugly. You're so beautiful, right? It strokes their ego. Page of Pentacles in your outcome. Page of Pentacles is research and study. It is also about taking a new course or a class. New beginning, new opportunity, new possibility. So this could be something that you want to develop. So if your soul is longing and desiring for more, like what is out there, it's a need just to take that action. Stop talking about what you want to do and then just start acting. I'm also getting something about like, you know, this could be applying to new places, or it might have something to do with relocate and move. So this is about like doing your research on where you'd like to move. Instead of talking about where you'd like to move, actually look into it. And this is also about codependency. It's like, I need validation and approval that I'm good enough to go and do it. And this could be somebody around you, or this could be you here, Gem. But this is also thirsty. Somebody wants to know what you're up to, or you've been spying, keeping tabs on another individual, and you think maybe this person is so much better than you. But this, it's like, if you just went and took that course, took that class, let's just say that you needed to take some kind of crash course, and then you would get some kind of diploma to start some kind of business, or this could be joining some kind of new routine, piano lessons. I don't know if you want to learn a different language. There's just something about learning. This is also possibly a child. So staying in a dynamic, in a relationship, because there's children involved. And there's codependency here. And the Hangman. Major Arcana 4, Pisces. There's some kind of like stubbornness on starting something new. And that Page of Swords is, again, my big talker. It's like, I'm going to talk about what I want to do and what I want to take action on. And then it's like, I'm going to do the research, I'm going to do the study, and then there's like, wait a minute, this is a need to reflect on something new. So it's still out with the old, in with the new. What am I hanging on to that is stagnating my growth? This is stagnation and stagnation. So what is this Empress and the Knight of Swords? That came out quickly. Communication coming out of left field. There is an element of time. Making time. So that's all the thing. Everybody always says, oh, you know, I would take a course or class, but I don't have time. But that's the whole thing of the excuse. We make excuses because we're afraid inside of like, what if we fail? But what if you don't? Knight of Swords is also something about trying to push or force a situation to go in your favor. Or if a person is trying to push or force, it will backfire on this person. That's also willpower, determination. I'm getting something about like power. So this could have something to do with like electricity or energy. There's something about like, does this person still desire me? Do I still desire the things that I desired, I don't know, a year ago? Because we can change our mind at any given time. So what is this Hangman? There's something about sacrifice and let go of the rope. So you're trying to fit something old in something new. You can't. What is this Hangman and Six of Swords? And the High Priestess. Major Arcana 4, Pisces. Also read that as Cancer. And the High Priestess is about trusting your intuition, your initial gut feeling. This is also meditation, brings about answers and clarity. Your intuition is pulling you in a direction and you can feel it. But it's like, I'm afraid to know what's on the other side. I don't know anything but this. And again, that's what is keeping you boxed in. So there's something about like sacrificing and letting go, expanding your awareness. But the Hangman and this High Priestess is watching. It can also be something about secrecy or deceptive behavior. A secret desire. A secret desire. You have a plan. What is this Tower and Five of Pentacles? And the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Queen of Swords is, I'm not putting up with garbage or BS. It is also about open and receptive to conversation. But I have no problem slicing and dicing you out. But this can also be like some kind of physical, not physical, it feels more the mental mind. Seeing some kind of clarity or truth. See, they're going in two different directions. So now you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. And there's a little bit of this impulsiveness. Impulsivity. And discipline, something about discipline or getting a second opinion or great advice. So there's some kind of like conversation that you might be having. There's something about like a biological clock is ticking. Something about this feminine energy. But rushing into some kind of commitment or connection or a fear of losing money. There's something like, what is this Queen of Wands and Page of Swords? I'm also getting something about like a divorce, because this could be like somebody who is a widow, single, divorcee. So this could be like, I need to divorce my job. I need to divorce my business partner, but I'm afraid. And something about electricity or the electrician. So there could be something about like, this could be like your work ethic or what you do for work or what this person does. Yeah, and the Three of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This could be between two couples. Because that Three of Swords is heartbreak, separation, a breakup. I'm also getting now breaker. So there could be something about a breaker. Deal breaker. What is the deal breaker for you? And yeah, this is like a loss of creativity, a loss of direction, a loss of passion, having a really hard time communicating. Something about an old vision, like this isn't what I've envisioned, but this could be somebody else saying this. Because you're Knight of Swords. Okay, so what is this? Page of Pentacles. There's a lot of people here involved. It's very people-y. Okay, so Page of Pentacles, longing. This is also somebody thirsty for information, or you're energetically still hanging on to some kind of old relationship or old situation. Like this is old news. And the Four of Wands. Delaying your own freedom. But see, this is also gaining a new perspective on relationships. Positive, caring, some kind of foundation. And you know, this is about your foundation and stability. Your home. And there might be fighting over some kind of home. And you know, when you feel like something doesn't feel like home, it's almost like homesick for something that you're unaware of, or it hasn't happened to you yet. It's like, I'm homesick. This could be an actual child saying this, but I want to come home. But if you go back, it stagnates your growth. So no, you can't come home. This is, I need a new home right here. Something that feels like home. So this is like, think bigger. The Lovers. Yeah. Something about a change and a choice. This is a lot of air energy, but it is the fire that you need right here. This is the action card. I'm also getting something about this Empress energy. Yeah, this could be like a very feminine energy, or somebody who is stunning, beautiful. Something about grace and beauty. That can also be a dynamic where somebody is now coming to you and, like, let's just say this is your best friend and they're having a falling out in their marriage. They might be coming to you for advice. Or this is something that, get a second opinion, because this could be like an advisor. Somebody is advising you. So not ignoring the red flags. Something about advising you. And it might be an electrician. I'm just getting like this electricity. Something here is not like pulling together. It's pulling apart. There's something about pull apart, pull apart. Michael Blue, wise, honest, trustworthy, and observant. This is also about the throat chakra, the expression, the way that you express yourself, not only just from the head or your intellect. But this is about like the truth. Speaking your truth, saying your piece. Ezekiel purple, destiny, pride, consciousness, and forgiveness. Consciousness is about being aware, like well aware of, see, and this is like the time and the world. So you just have to ask yourself, you might be feeling like, oh, I'm behind the times, or my biological clock is ticking. I just need to get in a relationship. Boo-hoo, poor me. Anything back from your past, let it go. Whatever kind of relationship this was, because it's still energetically hanging on to you, and you're still energetically hanging on to this situation. Uriel Gold, passion, epiphany, entrepreneur, and driven. Especially with the Empress being there. So something about driven, goals being reached. This is very confident energy and having the resources. But somebody here is either feeling less than or feeling left out in the cold by you. There's something about like hardship. I'm also getting like a hard discipline, like a hard no. Yeah, there's something like loss of passion. And it says angels are watching over you, supported, protected, loved, and encouraged. There's something about writing. You see how it's like you've been writing things down. That's also scribing or scripting. But I'm getting something about like a contract that you need to handle. See, there's a contract. And see how it's kind of like the even numbers? So this evens the score. Number 12, you have 3 12s in the reading. So I would say December the 12th could be very significant, or a pivotal point of you being, oh, I know what I need to do. Oh, I see how I've been dragging this on or dragging this out. Oh, I see how this person is thirsty for my attention. Marbass fights bodily disorders and cures sickness. Healing is coming like a roaring lion that destroys disease. So there could be something, and this could be anything. The way that you feel about yourself, this could be, you know, body shaming yourself. This could be actually something around you that actually makes you sick. So going back to like electricity, I'm also getting something about like electric, like energy. Somebody has no energy here. I don't know if this is depression, mental health, ill health, that they struggle in that department, because it says Marbass fights bodily diseases and cures sickness. Healing is coming like a roaring lion that destroys disease. Balaam sometimes, okay, sometimes it's better to be invisible than to be seen. Balaam will help you avoid the eyes of others. So there's something about like secret destination, secret desire, or what you're doing under the radar. Flying under the radar, and again, going back to the like electric poles. So flying under where nobody can see you. Balaam will help you avoid the eyes of others. So people judging you, criticizing you when they don't know the full story. Fur. Be cautious of what you are told. Someone may be lying. Furfur brings stormy weather, but also governs love. Page of Swords is liar. Like this could be somebody, oh no, I'm just totally doing amazing. You know, I'm taking that action. They're not. And this could be somebody fighting some kind of illness as well. Mental illness. You know, there's a lot of things out there. We can't discuss them on YouTube, but, you know, and plus I'm not a doctor, but it's here. It's almost like destroying the illness inside or toxicity around you. And bouquet compliments from an admirer right here. You could work with this person. I'm also getting something about like remothering yourself, giving yourself the kindness and compassion. This also could be another feminine giving you a compliment. Bag, something important, such as a new job and or a raise. This is like raising your standards. Tulip, great passion. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Box, you will receive a gift. There's something about like stagnant. I'm stuck, I'm hung up. But there's something about going forth, but you can't go back. It's almost like once you've made this decision here, Gem, you can't go back on what you said. And I don't feel like you want to go back. Because you come into, it's like wanting to be married or get out of a marriage. And that could be any kind of marriage contract, like work, you know, family dynamics. Maybe you work with family and you're like, you know, there's something about this family dynamic that isn't working. Valley, deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Hammock, taking a vacation, either physically or mentally. Yeah, there might be just, I need a few days off. And especially with that Five of Pentacles, you know, you could run yourself ragged. The Empress doesn't run herself ragged, he or she. They know when to take downtime. They know when to respect the body and self-care and self-acceptance. There's something about like accepting what is, or accepting a situation. It is what it is. And I see clearly that there's something about like this attention, like thirsty for attention, demanding your attention. Somebody is having a hard time of like, it's like seeking validation and approval that they're good enough to just let go and move on. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe, and Gemini. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.